We're down to the final moments. We're at final moments. Can't let them have a nuclear weapon.
Donald Trump is trying to make up for lost time. He says had he got a second consecutive term, he would have forced Iran into a deal. During his first term as US president, Trump had pulled out of a nuclear agreement between Iran and major powers that placed strict limits on Tehran's nuclear activities in exchange for sanctions relief. Soon after taking over the reins for the second time, Trump reimposed his so-called maximum pressure tactic by imposing tough sanctions on Iranian oil imports. The idea is to starve Tehran of revenue so that it isn't able to pursue its nuclear ambitions. Now Trump says he's offering Iran another chance at negotiations to restrict its nuclear ambitions. The other option, he says, is military action, which would get the desired results.
It's an interesting time in the history of the world, but we have a situation with Iran that something's going to happen very soon. Very, very soon. You'll be talking about that pretty soon, I guess. And hopefully we can have a peace deal. You know, I'm not speaking out of strength or weakness. I'm just saying I'd rather see a peace deal than the other. But the other will solve the problem.
Last week, Trump sent a letter to Iran to negotiate a nuclear deal. The leadership has rebuffed it, saying it amounts to bullying by America, which is trying to dominate rather than negotiate.
Some bullying governments insist on negotiation, but their negotiation is not aimed at resolving issues. It's for domination. Their approach is, let's negotiate so that we can impose whatever we want on the other side sitting across the table. If they accept, great. If they don't, we will stir up a fuss, saying they distanced themselves from the negotiation table and walked away from the talks.
Iran has all along claimed its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes, a stance few in the West are willing to buy. Now, Khamenei says now the US is trying to use the nuclear bait to try and subjugate Tehran's security preparedness.
The issue isn't just the nuclear issue that they're talking about now. They'll raise new demands, and these new demands will certainly not be met by Iran regarding the country's defense capabilities, regarding the country's international influence. Don't do this. Don't meet that person. Don't go to that place. Don't produce that thing. Your missile's range shouldn't exceed such and such distance. Can anyone accept these things? This is what negotiation is for.